Almost everyone you know is going to die in generational poverty. So if you're looking for a funny video, it's one of the other ones. So what's generational poverty? Well, this is going to sting a bit, but look in the mirror. Your daily process, your plans for the future, if you have any. Everything you were taught by poor people, everyone you know living paycheck to paycheck. You, your parents, theirs, and soon your kids, all barely getting by instead of adapting. Let me explain. With AI and robotics advancing so quickly, we're going to see a universal basic income within the next decade, which will allow people to stay home and do whatever they want to do with their time. Companies will be more profitable if they rely on technology instead of whiny, sleepy humans. A positive side effect of this new freedom will lead to many forms of renaissance, such as art, technological innovation, and personal development, but it'll be at a survivor's level. The money people will be given by the government, taxed from wealthy companies who don't employ humans, will be just enough to live on. Not enough to invest, not enough to iterate, not enough to become someone's competition. Understand? Regardless, you live in a country of 360 million Americans, and 1 out of 14 of those Americans are millionaires. That's about 24 million millionaires just in America. But you're still broke because you listened to your broke-ass parents who told you to grow up and get a good job. And why didn't they tell you grow up and build a good business, like wealthy people tell their kids? Because they listened to their broke-ass parents, grew up, and got a job. And I'm not going to talk about cultural shifts, the gold standard, Federal Reserve Act of 1913, or any of that shit. I'm talking about mindset, the poverty mindset. And there's a good chance you're one of the people who has it. Good news is, the problem is you. Doesn't sound like good news, but it is, because you can't fix a problem that isn't yours. But since it is, you can fix the problem. If you've been poor, then I'm sure you don't want that for your kids. So I should have your broke ass attention. By now, we likely lost all of our business owners and solopreneurs due to ego, but that's okay. They took their problems with them. So where should your attention be? On AI. And I'm about to dump, so you better be paying attention. You're going to use AI because if your grandparents wanted to start a business, they had to hire bodies. Employees, payroll, benefits. The bigger the dream, the bigger the overhead. With AI, you can spin up a squad of digital employees, content creator, copywriter, video editor, media buyer for the price of one entry-level salary. You don't scale people anymore, you scale AI agents. You know why else you're going to use AI? Because algorithms are dumb by comparison. Your little chatbot looks like a kid's toy next to an AI that's loaded with all the knowledge of your entire company, turning any website into a fully autonomous spokesperson, salesperson, FAQ desk, and troubleshooting tech all in one. Grandpa needed a call center and a front office to do that. You need a laptop and a trained AI. Or you can keep paying an entire team year-round to do the same job, slower and half as good. You need another reason? All the assistants that you're going to fire. Back in the day, a serious entrepreneur needed a secretary, a bookkeeper, a receptionist, a travel agent, maybe a whole admin department just to keep the wheels on. One AI-powered assistant can now handle your books, your meetings, your calendar, and your scheduling. As an AI agent, it can reschedule calls, book meals and reservations, line up travel, follow up with leads, and more. You really want some little dweeb following you around, leaking your company secrets and scrolling Instagram on the clock? Or do you want an assistant that does the work of 5 and never sleeps? You want another reason why you're going to use AI? Because customers around the world don't sleep at the same time, and neither do your problems. If your grandfather wanted 24/7 support, he had to staff the night shift, pay overtime, or ship jobs overseas. AI doesn't take lunch breaks, doesn't have days off. It sits on your website, in your inbox, and in your DMs, answering questions, qualifying leads, and booking calls while you're eating dinner, gaming, or on a plane to Boca Raton. You can keep letting money slip through the cracks at 2 a.m., or you can hire the only employee that literally cannot miss a message. Why else are you going to use AI? Because training humans is expensive and retraining them is a pain in the ass? Decades ago, if you opened a factory or an office, you spent months training people on policies, processes, and scripts. Every time someone quit, you started from zero. And you hire the next guy so he can start screwing things up for the next 3 months. An AI system learns your offers, your objections, your policies once, and it just keeps getting sharper. Update one document, and every agent, chatbot, and workflow in your company gets smarter in the same hour. There's no new hire orientation for an AI. You patch the brain, and the whole organization upgrades with it. Let's go deeper. If your grandparents wanted to sell nationwide, they needed warehouses, sales reps, catalogs, and distribution deals. With AI, digital products or services, you can create once, deliver infinitely, and let the automated funnels handle the marketing. Ebooks, courses, consulting, templates, software. AI can help you build them, brand them, and launch them, and sell them while you sleep. Grandpa needed land, buildings, offices, or factories. You need Wi-Fi and a plan. You want a more ruthless reason? Because your competitors are already building with it. Somebody in your niche is writing AI into their marketing, their sales, their onboarding, and their support right now. They're using AI to write the emails, cut the clips, launch the ads, and follow up on every lead. They'll answer faster, personalize better, and follow up longer than any human team you can afford. The market doesn't care who started first. The market rewards whoever adapts first. You're also going to use AI because experimentation just got cheap. Back then, if you wanted to test a new idea, you'd print new ads, reshot commercials, hire an agency, bought media space, and waited weeks to see if it flopped. Now, you can test 20 headlines, 50 ad angles, and 100 email subject lines in the time it takes to write one perfect post. AI lets you split test landing pages, offers, and lead magnets at scale without burning out your team. Stop guessing what works and start measuring it. Still think you're not technical enough? That's exactly why you're going to use it. Your grandparents had real excuses. They needed bankers, lawyers, city permits, and a Rolodex full of gatekeepers just to get a shot. Modern AI tools are built so you could talk to them like you talk to a person. You don't need code. You need to be clear. If you can explain what you sell, who it's for, and what you want done, AI can draft it, post it, schedule it, and track it. I'm not a tech person. Sounds as lame as I don't use text message. So what's it all come down to? You're going to use AI because it lets you build the version of your business you wish you had the budget for. The content team you can't afford yet, the sales floor you haven't hired, the support staff you've dreamt about. Your grandparents needed buildings, machinery, payroll, and permission just to get started. You can prototype all of that with AI before you sign a lease, hire a team, or talk to a bank. You're not just using AI because it's trendy. You can't live in a world without the internet. Soon you won't be able to do it without AI. You don't want to be the last one to learn. Time is expensive, people are inconsistent, and businesses that survive this decade will be the ones that build smarter. In the Silicon Age, building bigger just costs too much money. So if you don't want your kids repeating your money problems, your next move is simple. Stop worshiping the job and start learning about AI, how to use it, and eventually how to build a system and put AI to work for you. Want my solution? Start at system.mrtherapy.com, my top sponsor and the system I personally use. And if this video hit different, hit like and subscribe because I'm just getting started and I've got a lot more to say about helping you end generational poverty with AI. It's time to really start stacking odds in your favor for success. I'll see you on the next one. Or maybe one of these.